So welcome everyone. We are delighted to present to you our short paper, Innovation Through Biculturality, Migrant Entrepreneurs in Germany. So who are we? My name is Sina Großkopf. I'm a PhD student at the chair of Intercultural Communication. The chairholder is the co-author of this paper, Professor Barmeyer, and we are both from the University of Passau, Germany. And we are very happy to cooperate with Kerstin Kuyken, professor at the Department of Management, University UQAM in Canada. So first of all, I want to briefly introduce you to what our paper is about. I think you all may know the literature about migrants and migrant companies being described as source of diversity. And that these individuals foster new product and service development and also new ways of working and so on. So simply that they bring new creative or just different ideas into a company or their own company. And this is exactly what literature says, that migrants dispose of special skills to think out of the box. What we have found, what has not been researched so much, is the relation between migrant entrepreneurship and innovation, especially having in mind the migrants' socialization in two or more different culture contexts. And that's where our paper comes in, asking, what role does the social capital and biculturality play in fostering migrant entrepreneurs' knowledge and innovation? So Kerstin, may you tell us something about the concepts we draw on for our research?
Yes, so we do have based our research on 4 different conceptual blocks, which I would like to introduce briefly. The first one here is social capital, where our paper is based on the definition of Nahapiet and Gozel, 1998, so dominant in the field of social capital. And we specifically liked the subdimensions here of structural, cognitive, and relational, which we are basing our work on. And then the second conceptual block is the cultural one, where we use the concept of bicultural individuals by Brennan and Thomas, 2010. And here there's an emphasis on the different cultural and linguistic systems, which then lead to a unique aspect of their personality, and then also to their different ways of thinking. So there comes the third and fourth block of knowledge and innovation, meaning that migrant entrepreneurs might dispose of a heterogeneous knowledge, which allows them to recognize opportunities, and then to innovate, meaning to use resources in a new way, which is then here also resumed by the term of recontextualization as introduced by Brennan, 2004.
Great. So Christoph, what about our findings? What did we find out?
Well, we present some findings from a single case study. It's a Syrian tailor and designer called Mohammed. He worked as a fashion designer in Damascus and Beirut and left in 2015 his country, Syria, because of the war and migrated to Germany. In 2018, he opened his own fashion label studio in Munich called Elif, from belief, hope. Biculturally influenced Mohammed's inspirations and concepts, especially his fashion creations in terms of fabrics, shapes, colors, and style. So let me read one quote. I come from a completely different culture, the Oriental culture, and now I'm in a European world. I think that this mixture brings something new. It brings something that I, as a designer, probably don't see, but I let the others see it in my work. The knowledge I learned in my home country and the knowledge here in Germany, the speed that everything runs fast, 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 and so technically. There is so much handiwork in Syria. I try to mix both. Not only tradition, but also not everything mechanical and technical. So here we can see the combination of differences leads to creativity and innovation. Concerning the 3 dimensions of the social capital, we can have a look on the structural dimension of social capital. This means gaining information from different sources of the network and also the quantity of contacts. Except from family, Mohammed has hardly any contacts to Syria. Anyway, he can rely on his Syrian professional knowledge as he's able to quickly orientate himself in the German education system, which you may know is quite complicated. Moreover, he established a broad network in Germany to Germans who supported him getting access to language courses and helped him to pass the vocational training as a tailor with a final examen in the German language. Second, we have the relational dimension of social capital, and this is much about trust building. The German supporters were also the ones he established trust with. They helped him on the way to self-employment. There was an intercultural theater group, a retired couple, and also an elderly lady. Via these trust relations, he implicitly acquired language skills and cultural knowledge on Germany. The most important dimension is the cognitive social capital here, as you saw in the former quotes. Mohammed could especially use his developed biculturalism, which also resulted in intercultural competence. Therefore, he was able to put together existing and new knowledge about fashion. He figured out special problem-solving strategies and innovation.
Great, thank you so much, Christoph. So Kerstin, what do we contribute so far with our short paper, and what would we like to discuss with the EGO's audience?
Yes, our short paper, of course, had here one main contribution, which comes to be the opportunity recognition and the innovative outcome through social capital and biculturality, as Christoph just explained. But we do have also several further ideas to potential contributions, since we conduct currently several more case studies with migrant entrepreneurs. So here are a few ideas, and we would welcome your feedback on those. So first of all, the entrepreneurship field here on your bottom left, where we could potentially contribute to the dialogue on the field of opportunity versus necessity entrepreneurs. So there's an ongoing debate saying that, are those really two different types of entrepreneurs, or can we see entrepreneurs as being as well opportunity and necessity entrepreneurs? So that is one interesting contribution. The second potential contribution comes to be the creativity and knowledge management field, where it would be interesting to develop a bicultural dimension of creativity. So we saw that migrant entrepreneurs might dispose of a particular kind of intuition, and here there's a potential lack of literature when it comes to the combination of culture and creativity. And the third field is, of course, social capital, where our potential contribution would be the intercultural extension of the traditional field of social capital. So we welcome your comments, ideas, thoughts, and feedback, and thank you very much for your time.